Hey guys, welcome to episode number 16 this week of Ghostwire Tokyo. It's been another 4 to 5 hiatus since haven't been live streaming as of late. But, guys, people couldn't possibly forget of where we're at, if I'm okay and whatnot. Basically, if you look at it, I haven't been feeling as good as anything else coming out of yesterday. But guys, if you guys at least expect it, nothing else would really be self-preventing or feel sudden. But guys, I was feeling okay. Actually, I actually had a little sun through I think through lunch yesterday, and basically I did not go to bed till around almost 8 o'clock last night. So, I wasn't sure if I was going to continue. Maybe have, jump in with Daryl, aka the Triple Charge Pack of Rock, during the chat, but I actually did put a message, earlier today, this morning. So, I wasn't going to be able to really, establish anything in order, or I was not going to be able to start from there. Basically, guys, I also, like I said, it's only been another 5 consecutive days since I haven't live streamed or, making sure nobody else is forgetting anything. Or pretty much having anything else going either direction or either one. As long as people have the same rise at the same point at the same time. Guys, a lot of socialization. We've got 616 bots here today. Do what we can for one another, and I think a lot of us would really energize and do something by finding it. But guys, here we are. Episode number 16 this week for Ghostwire Tokyo. You guys always get new episodes every Saturday and Sunday mornings, as far as I'm still around. Making sure everybody else is comfortable, making sure we're not kind of creeps, or, doing something that's more less. Hey, Tyranna, welcome back, sus. Make a love shout out. Welcome back. How you doing, partner? Thank you for coming back in. I'm a little bit damn tired today. But basically, I was tired. Like I said, guys, I was tired through, every time I get up every morning, and, like I said, everything else was done on stale, or pretty much open and honest. But like I said, if you're having something to drink for lunch, maybe some for dinner every once in a while, all I know is, guys, you don't want to sleep in too early. I actually did get a message back from my musketeer, this morning, coming out of last night as well, and, she asked if I was okay, and she loved me no matter what happens, and, that's just sort of I did not respond to that, since, like I said, I went to bed early, and, didn't feel like I was gonna do anything, or, jump in another YouTube chat, or watch anything else between app to app, or anything else throwing the attention, or, guys, self-pro or whatever. But other guys, it's been another 5 days, and I went to work during the last number of days, the last time I worked was exactly Thursday. I did run into somebody yesterday. Actually, not yesterday, but, exactly, trying to figure it out. Well, yeah, guys, coming out of, this past Thursday. And apparently they need somebody for a, what do you call it, guys, a mowing crew. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever mown before, but I've only seen a few people do it. As far as I can tell you guys. As far as I know, I mean, yes and no, but, I don't know if it would be a strong suit or a strong influence, maybe. Whatever comes out of it, but I mean, I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. But it would be something that could be drawn to the attention one of these days, but I'm still waiting on the touring process to see what we're handling and also dealing with. Guys, the more we can situate it, the more we can really, get our stuff together to our hours go up at Chief and, have everything else going to that direction. But nothing else will come in between. Well, I repeat, guys, I went to bed at almost 8 o'clock yesterday, and wasn't going to be able to really have anything persuading. But everything else, guys, work overall this past Thursday, it's not bad. Once I work till, I mean, I basically always do work, guys, every 2 to 7. So by the time the hours go up, everything else will be prepared, all set, and making sure nothing else is worth dealing with. Well, guys, I missed a few shots already, huh? Well, like I said, guys, it's been another 5 days here today, so nothing else to really comprehend. Let's start dealing with another thing to the next chapter. There's nothing else to really start, going in between. But on the guys, as far as what we're doing today, there's really not much going on, especially not going to basketball between practices or, once county to county, take on anything. What's, honestly, guys, what's a little has decided, she's actually not going to that today, because apparently she texted one of the coaches, according to one of the coaches from my future fiancé, apparently, guys, she's not going to be doing basketball anymore this year. Well, pretty much not anymore. But if I want to do basketball next year, guys, I would have to be in shape and do what I got to do. Make things something they used to be. I mean, it's not about what you can really do, really have fun and also have sports and stuff, but it's all about how much you can really interact and how much you can really handle. Guys, between partnerships with your teammates, taking on county, taking on whoever you're facing, guys. It takes a lot of practice for shooting, and it takes a lot of things to really prepare for anything. That's all you gotta do. It's like the more you can handle, the less you guys will not feel, as bad about yourself or to a lot of people. That's all that matters. You want to do something you want to enjoy, and not exactly what you do every 20 plus years, or more than like 15, maybe like more than 10. But I told him if I were to do basketball next year, that would be 2026 by then. But I'm like, if I were to do that and try to fill in something for my two love guys, it would be something to think about. But it all depends on Steve and how much hours I can still dig. I'm also prepared, so. We'll see what happens, guys. I don't think a lot of us will get carried away yet. At least not at the moment. Alright, guys, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, amazing, beautiful, largest gathering, guys, of our amazing, strongest, beautiful power of our community. We are always filled, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. We do what we can for one another, and I understand my followers have been dropping up and down, but it does not change anything as long as it's not clueless. As long as it's not self-preventing all the time. But I did have a good dinner yesterday. That's all I can really prevent. Not to have anything, go anywhere else towards it. But,
How are you, bro? Hey.
Oh, Brother Leon, sorry. I did not see you type right in. But I'm a little bit tired otherwise, guys. Nothing else would really be spelling or going one direction towards another, but I'm having to deal with one other thing too. Can't complain, but I'm just a little bit tired since I've just been stuck for a little while, but cannot really be stunned. But I do want to, as I mentioned, guys, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, beautiful, amazing, beautiful, strongest, largest gathering power of our group. Do what we can for one another, and like I said, we have our social media, our podcast services, and like I said, we're liking, sharing, commenting, and following. Some guys like, share, comment, and follow when we can. And it's not about how you handle it, guys. You do it because you're driven. That's all that matters. And look at this partner, guys. I mean, look at this enemy for a minute. He pretty much had that kick compared to Jackie Chan from Rush Hour. I don't know if I think Chris Tucker also has the same thing when it comes to somebody being kicked in front of him, but you guys get the idea. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. As I will always be your king, guys, and your luckiest person or your luckiest man. Well, remember, guys, like, share, comment, and follow when we can by bringing our stuff together on social media and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Lastly, good morning. Make a love shout out. Are you able to help me out with my channel today? Anytime we're doing something wonderful, guys, it's all about how much we can put in, how much we can puzzle it together, how much we can benefit together, do stuff together. That's all we can handle. As long as we know how to be smart, everything else will be good to go. I haven't read a lot of things this week since, I've been relaxing, had to work this past Thursday, and haven't bought any time. Brother Leon in the chat says, does creatures look like Slender Man? I don't think they came out of, Until Dawn. But I do know Until Dawn is making a movie down the road. I do know there's also season 2 trailers. I mean the first 2 trailers of the first 2 seasons, guys, of I mean not one but actually a few things. And that would be the season 2, guys, of The Last of Us. So I knew Dom the Bomber is excited for that, as far as I know. And I don't think anything else would be a life-changing complication, as far as I know. But I haven't seen The Last of Us, but you guys do recall.
Jack Dawson, you visit my live stream.
I actually went to the live stream one time, but I'm pretty sure you've seen my followers go down and down, since there was a lot of boosting going on. But are you able to help me out the channel, Leslie? Since I know you pretty much have good accumulation as I do. Which I don't see why not. I mean, we want to do something, not just for myself, guys, but for a lot of people. To yourselves and to a lot of people. Like, really establish something in a tall order. Do what we can at one time, and, otherwise for it. But I do know, guys, next week, guys, is the 30th, and we have our 3rd annual talent show coming up. So that's something to think about, and also have a lot of practice going on. Have everything else categorized and whatnot, and practice makes a lot of sense. Well, we can really do.
I pinned your link last night.
Are you able to help me out with my WAs? Maybe my followers, maybe? As long as people can really energize more. Guys, my former record is still the same. That's 211k. I've been dropping 2 months, as far as I can tell you. But I would love to exercise it more and more as much as I can get. But I doubt it will get that high, as it used to. I'm not saying if it will or will not, but it will just take paces as a virtue. That's all we can take, please. But as long as we can handle, I think we'll be fine. But according to anything else, guys, I haven't read anything, as I mentioned. But, I'm not sure if you watch a lot of wrestling, Brother Leon, from, this past Friday on SmackDown. I honestly did not. Apparently I was tired, and I was just being a little bit stuck a little bit. Nothing else would be getting in between. I haven't called help on anything. I'm going one thing, going inside instead of the other. I did watch a little some, guys. I'm not sure which one it was to begin with, but yeah, guys, I was not exactly with Daryl coming out of the active rock start last night. I was tired, and left side and right side of my head was not feeling the goodest, and it was a good thing that my true love was taken up on me. It's like, if you have somebody you're willing to have for the rest of your life, if you've been with somebody for 8 years, 7 years, you don't want to separate with that person. You stick with the same person, you do it because you're driven, and, you want to feel comfortable about that too, so. Is that about who you're holding? As long as you hold on, you want to get engaged, you want to get married and whatnot, and have something that's more not exactly haunted. As long as you know what you're doing. That's all that matters. And we got a headset, guys. Look at this. It's wonderful. But, I did miss out on another opportunity of doing an episode of, Dragon Age Severe God this past Thursdays. Okay, so guys, if I was just sleeping in, that's okay. But not a lot of people would miss a lot of things. As long as you guys upgrade my W8s and increase my followers a little bit, I think we'll be fine. As long as we're not having another damn thing to the next, but as long as we take care of our health and see how we're doing. Solo interfered and Zenko Fatu's match. I think Fatu and Solo, to be honest, Brother Leon, I think they'll probably have a match in WrestleMania. I think it's setting up in WrestleMania, to be honest. But it's not going to be dead and silent. I don't think it will or will not. As long as nothing else would really be impatient. Well, according to anything else, that's according to plan. But I do think Solo and Fatu are going to have a match at WrestleMania. And one of them would get a world title shot this coming. Maybe this year at SummerSlam. But that would be something to look at. But we'll see what happens. Well, yeah, guys, I haven't looked at outside of in-gaming news or inside of in-gaming news today. But like I said, I was tired. I didn't feel like doing anything, and keep everything else energized. But I will tell you guys something outside of in-gaming news, as we always do after Steam. Now, for those of you who have been wondering, you've seen how many games have been selling over 1 million players on this very first date, how much games that even coming out for the PS5 and other consoles on any kind. Well, let me tell you guys something. What if I told you guys that Assassin's Creed Shadows sought and crushed over 1 million players this year? Well, guys, the game itself has been out since March 20th, which, you guys don't know, March 20th was 3 days ago. So basically, guys, Assassin's Creed Shadows has been some sort of million dollar, or what do you call it, guys, a million copy right now. So it does state the following, guys. Ever since Assassin's Creed Shadows has been the top-selling video game, it's been selling over 1 million units. And who could possibly forget, guys? Assassin's Creed has been around for a long time. It's something to think about, much more to exercise. I still have Assassin's Creed Mirage. I haven't played the damn thing in a while, but I think it's not exactly unfortunate that Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be in the Game of the Year discussion. Well, with all due respect, guys, with all due respect and a lot of chemistry, no other game is going to beat GTA 6. Nothing will beat a game like that, guys, this coming fall of this year. GTA 6, guys, that game is still going to win. And I repeat, guys, GTA, that game still got it this year. That game is still going to win no matter what happens. GTA is going to murder. It's going to be taking out Assassin's Creed Shadows this year. But we all know what's going to happen with Borderlands 4 this coming September. I'm not going to get any games right now until we get to the Promised Land to Lancaster and we're going to have that daily program thing. Which I haven't heard anything, guys, under repeat. We'll have to rewind or go forward. I'm still waiting to have a tour on some of that soon. By the time we get closer to Easter and get something much more clearer that meets the eye and keep our target ahead. So we want to have something to energize with that in mind, and I don't know. Well, I'm going to keep our eyes open, because I know we will. I guess the last live stream was this past Tuesday, and we were doing something with Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. Zorn Half, are you able to help me out with the channel? Zorn Half, guys, he's a nice guy. He's a good brother when it comes to a live stream and, having good stuff going on with views and beliefs. Guys, everybody deserves something in their channel. They want to do something with followers, thumbs up, a lot of good things. But it's not about how much people can benefit, have any good stuff and whatnot. It's not about how much you can really benefit, and you do something together. You want to do something together, you want to have a lot of time to experience it, have a lot of fun with it, and as long as people are not getting themselves, miscalculating all the time, you want to do something you guys can really do. Have a lot of fun, and joy. Well, guys, speaking of joy, and also guys, other social stuff that we always bring up all the time, If you guys are active, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo every weekend mornings, we always have something set in stone, guys. Every Saturday and Sunday mornings, every weekend mornings, guys, when we get a time and also get a chance. We don't want to get ourselves stunned or get ourselves out of control. Or to make things what a self-dead wants it to be. Give me one sec, guys. I'm gonna get these guys in the fire. Nice pickup, guys, and then we want to get ourselves into existence. Well, like I said, guys, like what I was saying. If you guys want to catch more, if you guys, I repeat, guys, if you guys want to catch more, Ghostwire Tokyo, every Saturday and Sunday mornings, guys, the more you gain, the less people will not have, but take your time otherwise. All you guys need to do is like it, support, comment, and follow. But all you guys need to do, most importantly, when you guys see your favorite king, and not just your favorite king, guys, but your luckiest man, you guys can spot me, guys, anytime. You guys can help me, I can help you guys, yourselves, and a lot of people, when we can. But it's not about what we can do, it's all about how much we can bring together. How much we can really have anything else according to plan, and see what people are playing. See if there's anything that's more, you know, artistic, comfortable, you know, anything we can do. As long as we're on the same sides, and also on the same page. But on the guys, all we need to do is like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, and like I said, I haven't heard anything yet. But as far as I know, between Dayhab, hopefully sometime this week, since I think it's been like a little over a week now, sometime or whatever. Well, like I said, it's gonna be another time period before we get to ourselves, you know, dialing something up and do something that's more credited and expressive. You know, when I was getting that text message this morning, guys, it was who love. I mean, when my musketeer was asking if I was okay, and she left me off the bat at the end of the night, I'm like, partner, I understand people can be not feeling good when it comes to drinking water, having a lot of hiccups. I only got a bit of that this morning, but not as much as I can obtain, or as much as I would like, but everybody gets the idea. So Queen, thank you for coming in, dearest. Make a love shout out, and also joining us today. But, like I said, I haven't read much of anything, as long as it's former, by keeping ourselves active, and not getting ourselves in question. I also do want to talk a little bit about passing. You guys have heard of a gentleman called George Foreman. A former 2-time or 3-time world heavyweight champion in boxing. You guys know him through Muhammad Ali, James Buster Douglas, and who was the other boxer, guys? I think it was Todd Fraser, or Michael Fraser. And apparently, guys, the 3 gentlemen will not be forgotten. So, I am pleased to announce, former boxing heavyweight champion, George Foreman. Apparently, guys, he died yesterday at the age of, I think it was like 76 or 74. And what Zula was asking Bill if he knew George Foreman, I don't think people would have anything under repeat, but I actually knew George Foreman. Apparently, he was a boxing legend. He was one of the best of all time, and I was watching a few videos during his passing, and a few people did mention, guys, about George Foreman. You know, about his masses, about his boxing and his life and career. And also, guys, George Foreman, he was not exactly an ordinary man. Apparently, guys, George Foreman was one of the best boxing fighters of all time. You talk about him, Muhammad Ali. You talk about something you guys can question. And one you could possibly have something to say involving any boxer. But one of them that meant the most, guys, it meant a lot of things to a lot of boxer. I mean, a lot of boxing moments. For Pina, shout out to you, my love. Thank you for coming in today. And also, thank you for coming back, too. And also joining us when we can. But honestly, guys, if you look at George Foreman, he did a lot of things. He was one of the best that people met, and guys, he did not wrestle Rocky Balboa. I mean, if he would have wrestled him, it would have been an intense boxing match between the two, and I don't think the two of them would have exactly met. I mean, nothing would really compare to, guys, Muhammad Ali, for example, George Foreman. You talk about other boxers, and talk about raising yourself in fame, and also guys being in the Sports Hall of Fame too, and guys, George Foreman will be missed. He's gonna be up with the Lord now, and no one is gonna replace George Foreman. With 76 years old, guys, you talk about having a good boxing career. Him doing a few cooking commercials, and based on anything he wants to do for the rest of his life. With 76, guys, it's without a doubt a good age for George Foreman, and nothing else would say anything about boxing. I do want to read a little bit, guys, about George Foreman for a second. Which may God have mercy on his soul, guys. I don't know what was wrong with his health, but honestly, guys, one of his best matches, he was trying to kill Muhammad Ali, as far as I know. But apparently, guys, there was no cause. Apparently, guys, he did not have an opportunity to see. I mean, there was like 12 to 15 children that were surrounding George Foreman and alongside his family. So we don't know what the cause of his passing was, but he did have an awesome boxing career. He was one of the 3 boxing legends, as far as I know. And we can talk about Muhammad Ali. Oh yeah, guys, the last one was Joe Frazier. That's what I was thinking of. But I do know, guys, George Foreman, guys, was also in one episode in King of the Hill, as long as I can remember, guys. He was in one episode of King of the Hill one time, and he was a little more funny the way it lasted. And I'm like, is that George Foreman? And also, guys, you had George Foreman talking about Hank Azaria, and now George Foreman gets to join Johnny Hardwick, the late Dale Gribble, and King of the Hill back then. And nothing else would really be said about George Foreman, guys. He was one of the best boxing fighters of all time. But if you talk about a prize fighter, you look at Mike Tyson, for example. Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali go way back, as far as I can tell you guys. But, nobody would be remiss. Nobody would have a lack of concentration, guys, between any health matter. That's exactly what George Foreman had as a former boxing champion. Heavyweight champion towards Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, and I don't know if he battled Mike Tyson over the years. I mean, some say he has, or he may not. But 76 years old, guys, was a pretty good age for George Foreman. No doubt in my mind. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, like say the new Dragon Age Field Guard, I'm hoping to die and get back to Dragon Age Field Guard this coming Thursdays. And guys, I don't go back to Team till this coming Friday and Saturday. I don't think anything else would be robust either, or if anything else to spray and pray. But if we can get something to trace, I think we'll be as fine as it usually is. Well, guys, we are also doing a side mission this morning on Ghostwire Tokyo to get through today. We wanted to give this one person we want to give this one person guys some toilet paper, because everybody would really get something inside and outside of anything on it, between the outskirts. Because anything would be, all of a sudden. But yeah, guys, as far as anything else goes, we're getting closer to Easter, but we're not at that point yet. But I know we will, otherwise. But before we get to anything else, guys, if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, like say the new Assassin's Creed Shadows, I repeat, guys, I won't be able to get the game right now. And I mean, not at the moment. But as soon as we get closer to my hours go up, I can try to get Assassin's Creed Shadows by then. And if we get to that point, we can also jump into, get closer a bit more with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 this coming July. Which I don't think it's going to be stopping either. We'll have plenty of time to get the games we want for the PS5, maybe on Steam, and get something closer rather than anything. But as long as we can hold on, anything would be a possibility, guys. Or to share any thoughts, maybe share something closer on it. But do what must be done, and take our time with that. You guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys want to catch more of any game on the channel, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. We want to do what we can for one another. We don't want to get ourselves out of the way, or get ourselves spiral and get everybody upsetting. As long as we know what we're doing, all I'm gonna say is, guys, you do it because you're driven. And we just picked up a little dog food. I'll take it. But as long as we have something to go with, guys, we'll be fine. We don't want to get ourselves crazy or bedazzled all of a sudden. But if we're doing something comfortable, I think we're doing something perfect. Not getting ourselves by scratching our heads. But other than that, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment. I'm still alive and well, guys. I'm going to be 32 in the next 3 months from now. I mean, tomorrow will be 3 months already. Well, it's honestly, yeah. Guys, the more it gains, the less it will not end up being unworthy, or having something to puzzle up together. So what we're looking for, guys, we wanna jump inside and see if we can get some toilet paper with this one, this one person for a second. And we found one. I don't think this person needs two, to be honest. But other than that, guys, going forward and have something not going 100% of the level experience. The most important thing, or the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. Love, support, and respect is the key, guys. As a king, and your luckiest man. It's awesome and creative. If you guys want me to assign you mods in the chat with our 616 mods today, you guys can let me know. And I can let you guys know what's going on. But other than that, guys, if you guys want to drop your links in the chat by helping me, I help you guys. I think that would be great too. But as long as we're doing something for one another, we're doing something that makes a difference. We want to have something more of an installation, have continuation, have something going on otherwise, and make sure we're not having concerns or problems or anything. But as long as we know something that we can handle, anything is possible. As long as you have the right fitting, as long as you have the right for one for change, nobody will tell you otherwise. Alright guys, there it is. We finally got the second roll of toilet paper for a minute. I mean, everybody said you always use that, for the most part of it. If you're going out to dinner, if you have your stomach growling, or if you have something to let out in peace, I mean, that's the best way to really utilize. And have something to establish in a tall order. Yeah, guys, but other than that, guys, we are at 16 mods today. 616 today of our popularity, entertainment, and energy of our biggest, largest, beautiful, largest gathering of our awesome, beautiful, strongest, amazing power of our group. Making sure we're sounding good, making sure we're awesome, and making sure we have any laughs or smiles. Whatever has to really go in between. Remember, guys, you do it because you're driven. And we want to do what we can for one another. We don't want to get ourselves being alone all the time. We never do. And as long as we're together, we'll be fine at ease. That's all that matters. But yeah, guys, see awesome and creative. About 616 mods today. And we finally completed a mission. This mission, guys, was called Dire's traits. Not a bad of an idea, guys. Have something in total. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. When we meet and greet, we want to do stuff together. We want to socialize more together. And to get something with our stuff here today. Do what we can at one time, and we don't want to get ourselves peaceful or being alone at this juncture. But you know, guys, you do it because you're driven. You want to take your time. You want to bring something much more to balance and carry. And that's all that matters. Everybody else have always had something to ponder, and we have a lot of bonding on it. I've been having a touch and having a bow on a bag or whatever. It can always be handled. We are guys, see awesome and creative, and yes, guys, knowledge is power. Remember, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow when you guys get an opportunity. Anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, take our time with people, you know, support each other. Remember, guys, support it, follow it, take your time on it, and like I said, you do it because you're driven. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go, guys. Had to put an extra message on a different live stream. Good morning, Agatha. Make a left shout out. Thank you for joining us this morning on a belated Sunday morning, guys, after a 5-day hiatus. But anytime we manage, guys, to find people, socialize with people, take our time with people, you know, have something jolly, have something to wake up a little bit. All we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter. Now, guys, I just cracked one of my fingers on my right hand. I think that's the way it is when people usually, you know, stand up, also try to have a lot of stress, crack your bones, crack your anything, arms, legs, feet. I don't think there's anything to do with as far as feet goes, as long as there's any cracking on it. But it all depends. But anytime we manage, guys, to follow and share, comment, and socialize with people, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys recall how long I've been on YouTube for. That's really established. I've been on YouTube, guys, for over 8 years, but on Twitter and Facebook for 6. I will be reaching, it's probably going to be happening soon. I will be reaching 9 years on YouTube this coming July on the 30th. I'm not sure if there's any games this coming July, as far as I know, and the way you guys can inform as well. But I know there's going to be, you know, some at large. If anything is possible. If anything else, let's go into a tall order. But I've also been on Twitter and Facebook, guys, for 6 years. I've also been racing 7 by the time we get to that time period. And also, guys, having a mega love shout out to the others. You guys in the chat as well. But I repeat, guys, if any of you want to be mods, just to help out my channel, your guys' channel, you guys can let me know. It would be perfect. It would be something to really establish on it. As long as we're doing something together. We can do something at a rifle time. We want to make sure we are having our eyes open, having our eyes focused, and, you know, smell the coffee or hot chocolate as much as we can. But other than that, guys, we want to hold on and keep ourselves entertained. Remember, guys, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy, as we mostly are. Well, guess what? I'm going to just go ahead and shoot this punk right here. He's got a little bit of an orb, huh? Not today, he's not. Touching a little fire on my body. Not today. I don't think these enemies I'm taking on, guys, for a second, they don't know how to throw a football. Which I don't think they do. Which I hope not. But alright, guys, well, for now, guys, I've been on YouTube for 8 years. Been on Twitter and Facebook for 6 in total. And my two love and I, guys, when I have been together, guys, as my sexiest, beautiful final queen. My two love and I have been together, guys, for 8 years. I lost her once, and losing her ass twice, because ever since she was taking me out to see how I was doing after last night, I went to bed for almost 8 o'clock yesterday, and You know, my head was being a little bit hot. I mean, not exactly 100 degrees, but not exactly 80 or 70. I think it's only been like, as long as anything else can start going in between. She was just seeing if I was okay, and she loved me at the end of the night. And when she texted me at the end of yesterday, guys, around 10:20. So I was tired, my head was getting to me, and I wasn't gonna do anything as much as I can start getting to. Bernard does state, guys, how much do you play in GTA 5? The last time I played GTA 5, it's been a while, but I haven't played the game in a long time. Ever since I had the PS4 after 6 years. That's why True Love is the new owner for the console now. I mean, for the last number of months this year. I think she's had the PS4, I think 5 or 6 months. And I'm not going to ask anything else back in return. Because that would cost plenty of money, and also, you know, aggression. And not to have anything else going active either direction. But I will say, guys, GTA 5 is one of the games I've had. Also, the other 2 games. I think it was Thief. I mean, Thief is... Here's the thing about Thief, guys. Now, Thief was an adventure or action game compared to Final Fantasy. It's like you pick out your favorite. Well, if I were to get back to GTA 5, I don't think it'll be anytime soon, because I still want to get the games that I want in the future. You know, guys, for example, hold on, one more day. Well, that's the guys, Assassin's Creed Shadows from the 20th, from this past Thursday. I want to get Borderlands 4 this coming September. And the other games, just to name a few. Especially Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 3 and 4. I won't be able to get the games anytime soon, since, you know, we're leaning towards Lancaster more before we get to September, and it's a way to have something to add. But yeah, guys, you know, guys, we're also on the road to the 3rd annual talent show by next week, and she's not going to basketball between county to county, so that's not going to happen. But yeah, keep everything else active, keeping ourselves replayed, and yeah, like I said, guys, we want to do something what we can do for one another.
GTA 5 next Saturday.
Well, I would have a copy, Bernard, but thank you for asking. You know, with all due respect, I don't have a copy of GTA 5. But like I said, I haven't played the game in a long time. But with all due respect, I still think GTA 6 is still going to win this year. I mean, depends what the other games have to say about that. Whatever they have to really install. Whenever they have to really stay active on it. But it's been a long time, guys, since I haven't played the game. GTA 5 I'm talking about, but I used to have a lot of fun with it, as I used to. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of our social media till Tuesday mornings. But next stream, guys, remember, I will also be back this coming Tuesday in the mornings for Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age, for now in 40+, and hopefully Dragon Age Severe God this week. It's coming Thursdays. Yep. Without any remorse or possibility. We are going to talk about Steam, what the plan is after I stop my 1983 Astros replay, what's Rose and I. So we're going to talk about Steam in just a few minutes. But you know, guys, my head, like I said, my head was feeling a little more off at the end of yesterday, and you know, I slept into almost 6 o'clock this morning, so nothing else would start being, you know, dialed up or get ourselves woken up a lot more. But you know, the more we wake up, guys, the more we gain. The less people will not be able to have half and half, or feeling, you know, uncomfortable as far as anything else goes. But it is a good thing my true love was checking up on me at the end of yesterday, so seeing if I was okay, if everything else was going on, and as far as anything else to bring in. Speaking of another boxer, guys, the other one I was thinking of is Evander Holyfield. I'm not sure if he knew George Foreman before his passing. Guys, the age that George Foreman was 76. They may have had some sort of a heart disease or whatever, but nobody would be the best of any boxers of any kind. You talk about Evander Holyfield, like I said, I repeat guys, George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, and now the one that's still going, and that's Mike Tyson, so that would never be forgotten. Especially not George Foreman either. Now he also does get to join guys, the late James Earl Jones from this past year. So that's something to really, think about stories and also, looking up a dictionary. What do you call it, guys? A biography on these guys. I mean, the brothers that stands between themselves and the Lord. I mean, going up in heaven, mostly, so. But everybody else has their own stories. Everybody has their own histories and also anything they can really think of, As long as people know what kind of memories they used to have with friends and family, all the fun stuff with sports, and a lot of loving and caring people that surround it. You guys know exactly what people really enjoy. Boxing, bowling, baseball. I do know the baseball players are still alive too. What's his face, guys? Mike. I'm trying to think of this one baseball player, guys. Derek Jeter, it's not going anywhere. A-Rod is not. These baseball players are still alive as well. Albert Pujols, Miguel Tejada, Miguel Cabrera. They should still be in the Hall of Fame, to be honest. But the baseball players we talked about, guys, and I think there's a difference between that and boxing. Boxing's kind of like doing karate, but differently though. You have the boxing gloves if you're looking to, cook something in a grill, cook something in a kitchen, or whatever it is you exactly do. That's to protect our sport. It's pretty much exactly whatever has to ring a bell, has to get something to focus on, with a lot of training and a lot of big things ahead of it. So it's a lot of things that people have seen from, baseball and also boxing. People can make a difference on it. But speaking of other stuff, guys, there's a king and also your luckiest man, or your luckiest person. Hold on, I have a little something. Okay, never mind. But other than that, guys, I repeat, guys, George Foreman will always be missed as the last of the three of our kind, coming out of boxing as a family and also all the big things. But alright, guys, last but not least, good morning, KB. Make a love shout out. How are you? A lot of smiles today. I'm a little bit in smiles too, but I'm feeling normally good. I'm starting to be regularly good after sleeping in early yesterday, and I told the Triple H son I wasn't going to be in. I told him earlier today from this morning, and I think a lot of people would get it. As long as everybody has the same comments, maybe at the same thing at large. Well, guys, when we talk about better and better for gaming this year, so guys, it's 2025. You guys still have some time to, fill in the suits. Fill in something you guys can investigate, if you can. Head over to the Steam store, guys. Make a game account, go after Steam cards, STEAMCARD. Let's go after in-store purchases, go after pre-orders. Maybe guys again, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've heard some good things about the game. Well, GTA 5 is one of the best games. I don't think GTA 5 won Game of the Year. I mean, but I think after that happened, or before then, I think I do know Elden Ring won. It Takes Two won, and Baldur's Gate 3 won. But those games were very good. Prior to our age and year by year, as far as I can remember. But those games were good. They were amazing. A lot of fans had a blast by playing it and taking its time on it. But yeah, guys, head over to the Steam store. like a game account, go after inside purchases and pre-orders, and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, going after special games. And if you guys are getting beginner's luck, but going after box for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys go after any of the two, or one of them. Not to be any rush, or, go whatever game you really want to start at the very beginning, or start going forward in the middle. You guys can get box for Rocket League or Fortnite for any of the options. Fortnite or Rocket League, guys. Go after one of the two, or two at a time, with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are still getting the Square Enix Publisher sale. The deals are still going on today, guys. I still have plenty of money on Steam. You guys can go after Final Fantasy 16. That game is my only sleeper and my only game of the year for the last 2 years now. I think it's only been like almost 2 years now because I haven't played Final Fantasy 16. Actually, I haven't played the game since I think before the end of last year. But that game is one of the best of its all time. All thanks to Square Enix. You guys can go after Life is Strange Double Exposed. I do know Dom the Bomb does play that game. I mean, he's more of a Life is Strange, Last of Us person, as far as I can tell you guys. But it's not, as long as nothing else is worth having to envision, you talked about a backstory, having a lot of fun, experience, and every single game, guys, deserves a lot of experience and a lot of exploration. Every game does, trust me. You guys can go after every single Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Now, I do want to go back to Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters, hopefully sometime this year. Now, the next one is Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster on the channel. I don't know when that's going to happen, because we all know this Friday's Money in the Bank sack from Chief. There is a request that I am going to be handling, and I might be doing. I think the only thing I'm going to be fitting in is only a few things. I want to pay my phone bill this coming week. Later on this week on my Chief deposit request. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to pay my phone bill, have a small withdrawal, and the deadline for the third annual talent sale for next week. All it needs, guys, is 15 in total, because that's not going to be a problem. All it needs is to be dropped off at the same location when we have our meetings and our gatherings when it comes to self-advocacy or hug stuff going on. So that's going to come into play. You guys go after the Kingdom Hearts sales. I have played every single one, but one game I still have not finished. It's Kingdom Hearts 3. We don't know when Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be alarming, or when the info that they are going to be pursuing Tokyo Game Show this year. We don't know exactly when that's going to happen. But I don't think the game will be releasing till next year. Give me 1 second, guys. So right here. There we go. Like I said, guys, Kingdom Hearts 4, I think they'll have... I'm hoping Tokyo Game Show can drop a little more insight according to their plans, or they may have something else with Kingdom Hearts they want to elaborate. But I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. Whatever they can get their heads open and start focusing and start realizing it. So I think we'll still have Kingdom Hearts 4 after this year. But GTA 6, guys, that game is still going to have much more playing, and that game is still going to win. Maybe you guys are getting the special offers today. You guys can get Half-Life Alyx. You guys can get Catalismo, I think. You guys can go after today's deals. Victory Heat Rally. You guys can also buy 2 Kuza Visitation. That game, guys, is only $6.59 today. You guys can buy those games. Now, one thing I will say, guys, talking about Half-Life Alyx. Now, that game is also really good, too. It did sort of 10 out of 10 to establish as a game opportunity. remember guys, if you look at it otherwise,
Amelda.
with any games that are at large,
Amelda.
nothing else would really be tested or have some sort of final seconds otherwise. People from Imelda, thank you so much for doing it. Oh, King Leonidas, thank you so much, partner. And thank you, brother Leon. But one thing I will say, guys, about Half-Life Alyx, that game is really good. If you guys are going after pre-orders, you guys can pre-order. Well, since Assassin's Creed Shadows has been out since the 20th, you guys can buy the greatness of that game. Like I said, guys, I've heard that game is real good, as far as I know, all of a sudden. I do know nothing else would really have any abusive power on the game, but there are some good things on it. I still have Assassin's Creed Mirage, though. We got had it for probably 14. 14, maybe like a little more than that. Just to really, have something collective on it. You guys can pre-order different games this year. Like I mentioned, you guys can pre-order Borderlands 4. That game is gonna be amazing. But I really do not think that game's gonna be catching up with GTA 6, to be honest with you. I mean, maybe a little more close, but I would maybe say no. But I think it's gonna be a threat to GTA 6, but people will always tell you guys and tell me. GTA 6, that game, GTA 6 guys, that game still got it. That game still got it this year, so I don't think people will start whining and complaining about that, I really don't. That game is still going to win in tall order, and people understand it very well. Maybe you guys will get Delta Snake Eater on August 28th. I do have to repeat quickly, guys. That game's going to be close before Lancaster hits. So I do want to have something to utilize for that one. But guys, Konami does not disappoint. Metal Gear Solid, ever since Hideo Kojima made some sort of an awesome run with Metal Gear Solid, saying, there you go, Phantom Pain better get an awesome score, or we're gonna be out of business. So Konami is still doing what they're doing with Metal Gear Solid, with fighting games and some other pretty good things that come their way. Maybe you guys will get Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Now, the new Tony Hawk game, I might go after, but it all depends on my hour rates. Because by the time the hours go up soon, rather than later, before we get to Easter, otherwise, I might go after the next Tony Hawk game. That game won't be coming out, guys, until July 11th for sure. It's gonna be arriving, guys, only on PS5, Xbox Series, and on Steam. Switch, well, the upcoming Switch 2, probably not. It all depends how much gigabytes you guys are looking to put in on your Nintendo systems. I mean, people may spend more, people may spend less. As long as people have to really spend as much, have something characteristic, maybe have something you guys can buy in a entire thing. As long as you guys are not breaking the bank. As long as you're not having any other, anything else to search by it, so. But the only Tony Hawk game I've played on the console before this was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Now, the first two Pro Skater games, they were good. They were good, they were not disturbing as such either. But they were not exactly having a bad taste when it comes to Tony Hawk games in a tall position. So, Tony Hawk is one of the best skaters. That's something I won't add up to. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get the next Tony Hawk game this year. I mean, maybe. But it's gonna be tough if I get to. If I do try to get to, guys, the upcoming games for, guys, for Borderlands 4. Like I said, guys, Borderlands 4. What else did I say? Oh yeah, Delta Snake Eater. And also, guys, Tony Hawk for sure. games yet. But we're going to have plenty of time to really see what we want to plan. I saw a promo video of Rey Fenix. Well, he is going to be on SmackDown, as far as I know. Now, it all depends if he's going to be encountered with Penta at WrestleMania. I mean, maybe. But we don't know what the plans are as far as the creative team goes. Alright, guys, if you guys are into sports music or RPGs, you guys can find me up, guys. By the way, what's my name on Steam? Guys, I've been around Steam for nearly, I think, just about 4 years now. You guys can look me up on Steam. My name on Steam, guys, is always the same. My name, guys, on Steam is Jack Dawson93. Well, you guys call me JD93. You guys is king, and you're luckiest person. So a video on SmackDown with number 4. What do you think it is? Well, the only name I can think of is the return of Aleister Black. I think it's Aleister Black, or I don't think he's joining the Wyatt Six. But the only wrestler name I can think of, guys, and you, Brother Leon, I think it's the return of, I think it's probably Aleister Black. The former Malachi Black from AEW, as far as I know. If it's Aleister Black, I can see him going after the world title at SummerSlam, whoever this person is. I think it's Aleister Black as a returning heel, or not exactly a babyface person. But whoever it is, I still think it's Aleister Black, to be honest. But alright, guys, now if you guys are looking to get something to Steam, look up my name firsthand. If you guys have nothing, ever to lose. I think I've been on Steam for nearly 4 years now. I don't think people would have its rights and wrongs or disclosure on anything, because I don't think people would or would not. But you guys can do anything. You guys can buy any games you want, when you want, anytime you want. Then let me cut to the chase, guys. If you guys are getting into RPGs like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Last of Us, Elden Ring. If you guys are going after the new Assassin's Creed Shadows, you guys can go after the game anytime. All I'm gonna say is, guys, the game itself, I've heard, is real good, based on its in-gaming review. I mean, IGN review. I do know this other thing, guys. The new Accountant 2. The second Accountant, guys, with the return of Ben Affleck as Consultant Worf, to be honest. I think people see Ben Affleck doing a pretty good job as a mathematic accountant ever since the first Accountant was out years and years ago. I've seen the first Accountant plenty of times. That I will say in a big position otherwise. Matulov and I are still thinking of that decision. If we want to watch the second Accountant, we'll get to this point by watching the 20-year anniversary, guys, of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. I think your ass is right, Brother Leon. I still think it's Aleister Black. I think it's going to have a different, he's probably going to have a different entrance, the way he had before. But I do know he has not been a champion since NXT. As far as I can remember, y'all. I think I have. I think the only title he's ever been alluded to was the NXT title. I don't see him going back to NXT. If he's gonna have something after WrestleMania, he can set up a feud with LA Knight for the United States title. Or maybe he's preparing something for SummerSlam. That's something we don't know. I have something to question, or you don't guys take charge exactly. Well, if it is Aleister Black, there's gonna be some plans forming him, as far as I know. As long as people don't have to spiral or act crazy or insane, it is gonna be Aleister Black, as far as I can tell you. I don't think it's anybody else. Maybe somebody wanting to join another human being. You know, guys, all I'm gonna say is, if it's not Aleister Black, if it's somebody else that wants to join the Wyatt Six, which I doubt there's any minds going, or have ideas to think of. All I'm saying is, guys, I still think it's Aleister Black going forward. That's all I'm thinking of. Yeah, guys, RPGs, I've been a huge fan since I was a kid. You know, don't forget to enjoy the experience, grind new levels, have a lot of exploration on your side. RPGs are the people. I mean, it's always been my childhood favorite. Ever since I was a kid. Always have, and always will. But remember, guys, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. If you guys are into sports games, I do want to address what's going to be going on, since I'm not going to be continuing. I suppose tonight in my Houston A3 replay. If you guys are into baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you guys are trying the new tennis game, if you guys are playing the recent Tiger Woods PGA Tour game, I do recall, Brother Leon, that, I mean, you guys understand too. Now, Zelina Vega and Aleister Black, they recently get married. I think it was last year, or it might have been earlier this year. That's something I don't recall. I still think those two are a good pair. Kind of like my true love and I, for the last 8 years, or a young, romantic pair for our future. Well, you guys can buy any sports games you want, don't waste any time, but, you know, patience always has a virtue. If there's any games that are out there, you guys can buy any games you want, when you want, whenever you see fit. People won't bother you a whole lot. Let me see what this dude real quick. As long as people don't have to check out teeth in a dentist appointment, I think everything else would be all set and prepared. But you guys can buy any sports games you want, as long as you don't have to tally. But take your time, guys. Go after any sports games to protect our sport with no extra cost. Now, I think the plan going forward, guys. I heard Xbox is going to Steam. When did you read about that, Brother Leon? I'm not sure if I'm not 100% sure if Steam is questioning anything about Xbox. I mean, if they do something with Xbox, they'll probably bring the games, I mean, the rest of their games towards Steam. I don't know how they're going to really be programming to do that otherwise, but I feel like it's going to take months more than they can really tackle and, you know, have something to pitch under. Did Spencer say anything to Xbox, Brother Leon? I don't know if you guys know the answer to that in the chat, but I don't know if Xbox has something going on with Steam. I feel like I think it's too hard to tell. But if Xbox wants to have a deal signed up for you know, for Steam, I mean through Xbox. Oh, TikTok, okay. I don't know when Xbox is going to be alluding to Steam. It's probably not going to be until we get the Tokyo Game Show this year. Or it might be a little bit later than that, or sooner than that. But it all depends. The plan going forward, guys. On Pure Sim Baseball, I'm still going to be continuing baseball team replays. So I think the plan going forward is, if I do something, we'll probably add a different team replay. I might do something with the 1970s more often, if I get a chance. But if I had to guess, probably doing something and an awesome opportunity. You know, not exactly difficult or anything. But I feel like if I do something with that, guys, it'll be something to think about too. But other than that, speaking of baseball, if I had to guess, my guess is I'll probably stay with the 1970s more often. The only baseball channel I haven't watched on YouTube, you know, not to have any failure, but much more excitement going into the history books of baseball. The only gentleman I can think of is Coach DKM. He recently did baseball replays on his March Madness and I haven't seen him do anything with March Madness in a while. I'm pretty sure he's doing okay. You know, focusing on work, focusing on his family, you know, protecting our sport. But other than that, if we're looking to really continue with something, have something new instead of something old, all of a sudden, you know, guys, always protecting our sport. Otherwise, then guys, my idea. Like I said, guys, my idea. I am considering. I might continue and I might do something in the area of the 1970s. And what I'm meaning, guys, when I mean about the 1970s, I might do something with, I don't know, guys, if I had to guess, probably 1976. You know, probably man as a team, you know, I think one of the last place teams. I do know the Cincinnati Reds battled the Yankees. I mean, during the 1976 World Series. I believe the Reds won. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. I'm pretty sure the Reds won back in 1976. So I'm probably leaning towards 1976 replay of a man that's team that I might be doing. I was still hoping, guys. I was also thinking about getting out of the park 26, but I'm not going to be able to get that game. Ever since the game has been out since the 14th, a little over last week. I mean, I would love to get that upcoming baseball project again. But apparently the streak stops, I think, only for this year, at least for now. I don't think there's any lack of disappointment there. But, you know, it's like you're a little bit short of getting a baseball game. Getting some sort of anything to protect our sport, getting an RPG somewhere. You guys can always go after other games and get another Steam card down the road. I mean, along the way. And that's a possibility. If you're looking to have the strategy and not get yourselves, you know, not knowing what you're able to handle, people shouldn't have to have any bad influences on it or have bad choices. You know, people deserve to have good options, good opportunities from here and there. As long as you're doing something comfortable, you know, people will be happy, people will feel comfortable and not get themselves, you know, disrespected in a different way. But, you know, guys, if you're looking to play any games, you know, people would have the money to buy a Steam card, or whatever they can input on it. You do not want to get yourselves wasted if you don't have enough to really handle otherwise. As long as people don't have to tell you that's something or not. As long as you buy the games you feel, people can understand it. And people would love it as much as you do. But yeah, guys, the plan going forward, I'm going to be doing my 1976 baseball, replay on PSN Baseball. I do know another gentleman, guys, that does play PSN Baseball. He's been having a lot of fun with that. And I've also been having fun thanks to him. His name is Beatles Eternal. Got some check him out. You guys get the time. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. I still haven't finished the full season on a team replay on Out of the Park Baseball or anything with PSN Baseball. I mean, we want to continue what we just started. And try to have a beginning and have something towards it, if you will. But we'll have something to admire, and everything will be set in stone and perfect. Alright, guys, that's going to be the end of Steam today. Well, guys, we're looking at a man's rank for a second. Looking at task. Now, the thing about task, guys, Task. Talking about an objective. But yeah, guys, that's good. That's gonna wrap up Steam for today. Until Tuesday. For an hour and 40 minutes plus, guys, continuously. For Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Aids. And we'll say more from there. My name on Steam, guys, is Jack Dawson93. If you guys have nothing, you have nothing really to lose. Take your time, guys, but do not. People get head and shoulders or find you stuck. That's all that we can really resolve. But yeah, guys, my name on Steam is ZackDawson93. You guys go after any pre-orders and in-store purchases. Alright, guys, remember one thing today. As a king and your luckiest person, or exactly your luckiest man if you want to. Remember, guys, the most important rule is love, support, and respect is the key. Love, support, and respect is the key, guys. It's awesome and creative with our 660 mods to get forward and, you know, utilize here today. Have our plans here today the same way at the same time. And not get ourselves, you know, get somewhere where we can add and have something to input. Well, like I said, guys, as long as we do something more comfortably, we're doing something that we're enjoying and what we love to do more. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. So remember, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. While liking and sharing the stream, guys. Like and share the stream, like, share, comment, and follow. And do not get yourselves left out. You want to do something more comfortable, as long as people are not treating you like a human. You want to do something more amazing. You guys are seeing it anytime. Or anytime that's more getting the attention, the opportunities, and much more taking credit. Taking anything that's worth to meet up on it. Remember, guys, you do it because you're driven. That's what people really look at. But alright, guys, like and share the stream. Like, so comment, and follow, guys. And yes, guys, socialize and meet and greet. Let me tell you guys about my channel really fast. It's not been the best, I'm telling you. My views today, guys. My views right now, I'm at 1500. Watch hours, 42.6. I would love to see you guys get my W rates much more often right now. Because W rates has not been nice to us. It's not been nice to me either. Well, guys, there's one headshot. There's two headshots. One more, maybe? Yes, there's three. Look at this, guys. Got 3 headshots already. Well, guys, if he's gonna shoot me, I don't think so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got him, guys. Never handle ourselves by staying aggressive, guys. Keeping our headshots open. One more time. Can we get this one? Much better, guys. But yeah, guys, those are my totals. Like I said, guys, my W8s right now, it's not been 1500 guys on views, 42.6 on W8s. So those are my numbers as of now. It's not been high. It's been very, very low. Would have gone way up. But alright, guys, like, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. Take your time. If you want to see a spirit, that's what I'm talking about. We finally got something to, you know, take care of and, you know, take an opportunity. And we did just that, as far as anything else goes. This is a good thing to really bring something to the system, guys. The more we have, the less people will not feel guilty. People won't have to really spread ideas or rumors. Not as much as we can handle. Alright, guys, like and share the stream. Take your time. Like, share, comment, and follow, guys, at meet and greet. But if you guys want to help me with my W8s, that'd be awesome. Comprende, guys? If you don't mind, please. Also, guys, my followers, they've been draining and draining most of the time. And yes, guys, I am above 211 right now, so it's not been awesome. It's not been in good spirits. With a lot of boosting and a lot of anything towards the other stuff in the beginning. Not a level up, guys. We're not at level 17. I feel like it's good enough, guys. This is, you know, vulnerable, and it's really cool to see. Well, guys, like and share the stream, meet and greet. And the most important thing, guys, to upgrade our channels a lot better, is we watch videos in full. When you guys watch that video in full, take your time, and don't get yourselves lost up. You always want to stay on cue. That's the main part of it. But the most important thing, guys, to upgrade our channels a lot more, you guys can help my channel can help you guys, can help a lot of people. Just to really squeeze. And have nothing else to really, don't have any ideas or have any stuff to do otherwise. You always want to have something much more in front instead of going from top to bottom otherwise. You want to sell an opportunity, you want to socialize and, build better stats, guys, on YouTube. I want to see more of it on my channel. And I want to see most of you guys succeed and hold on with me. I think that's what really matters. But alright guys, the most important thing between our YouTube channels and our media, as we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream guys, bring our YouTube accounts together, or socialize stuff. Hope you guys like it, share, comment, and follow. And yes guys, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Well guys, I'm gonna go ahead and split out my arrows, get to the fire stuff for a second, and see what the theory is, or whatever the concept is. I mean, we did one side mission earlier today. That's a good start after 5 days. It really has. Alright guys, remember guys, we don't say a lot of in-gaming news every weekend mornings. It's like you'll get a wrong answer on a game show, and you don't have a chance to try again. Because I feel like that really burns. I feel like most of that does. As long as you get it right the first time. Not the second time. But the first time, you guys can see how much it can, have something to investigate and solve. That's all it really is. Alright guys, guys, remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Keep everything else and expertise, and also upgrading a lot better. Today's date, guys. Today is March 23rd, 2025. Have an inspirational point, fellas. Give me 1 second here. Have a bit of a dice roll for a second. Okay, there we go. So, we're going to begin with in-gaming news today, guys. We are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, largest, beautiful, amazing socialized, amazing, largest gathering of our beautiful power, guys. That's the strongest today. As long as I'm still alive, you guys are still around. That's all that matters. We're going to begin with in-gaming news, guys. I'm not going to worry about the Minecraft stuff. They do have some new stuff that are... the Minecraft recently announced. So they have a few new fast trailers there. But I'm not going to pay any instruction on it. Or, have anything else be projected on it. But I will get into the other stuff, though. We got to check out the first thing that we're looking at. We're exploring the outer limits, guys, of artificality, of how surveillance employs the uncanny valley. I don't know much about that. I don't think I learned that from school. I'm not sure if you guys have learned the same thing. But I've always been a mathematic. I've always been a mathless since I was a kid. Social studies was not bad. Science was okay. Gem was good. And we talk about staying active the same way. As long as anything else can not be blocked, or pretty much have anything else with socialization. Kind of like having better contact on it. I don't know much about that detail. Know what it means or what it is. But I do speculate something about uncanny on something. Yeah, I don't have actually any history on it. Or anything else that belongs towards it. Or what it has a true meaning. I guess, guys, identification, if we look at it. Well, guys, as far as other news goes, well, guys, let's go ahead and get to the other ones. We got to check out A Return to John Wick Universe, Paul Thomas Anderson's next movie, Happy Gilmore 2, and so much extra. They do have the release date, guys, for the second Happy Gilmore. You guys have the returns of Adam Sandler as Happy Gilmore trying to get back to his golf happy place roots. Um, so the other stuff well, coming out of this past week, they do have the new teaser trailer, guys, for Happy Gilmore. They also have, so you guys remember the first films that these actors were in? Happy Gilmore was out since, I believe, 1994, if I'm right. You guys have the returns of, not just Adam Sandler, as a golf badass, if you will. You guys also have Julie Borden, Ben Stiller, and yes, guys, the man himself, Suda McGavin himself, Kirsten McDonald, also returning. So one thing I will say, guys, Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out this coming May. I haven't watched enough stuff on Netflix lately, ever since my true love and I got done with all 6 seasons of Cobra Kai, and that was this past February. I don't know if I'm leaning towards Happy Gilmore 2. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good review. It's coming May. But as long as they have the enough refreshing of what they really have done since the very first Happy Gilmore. But you know what they say, guys. It's not the same without Carl Weathers as subs, and also as Apollo Creed, and and also, guys, our Hitman coming out of Predator alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger over the years. Guys, Carl Weathers is always missed. Him, Happy, and the others came close and close brothers back then. But no, guys, he's not going to be in the second Happy Gilmore. As far as I also did check out a trailer, guys. It's called Ballerina. Guys, we are getting a fifth John Wick movie in the future. The actors that are in Ballerina, guys, you have Keanu Reeves, for example. Ballerina, guys, will be hitting on June 6th. June the 6th coming up. It's going to be a week after Karate Kid Legends, once my Musketeer and I are watching that movie soon. But my hours will go up way before then, as far as I know. You guys also have other movies. I do know, Coco 2 is coming out in 4 years. Once Love and I will be married before then. As long as anything else romantic comes on. Or starts floating by a little bit more. But I will say, guys, Happy Gilmore 2 is going to be interesting. I don't think it's going to be a bad review.